Welcome to demidoodle.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make a clean and simple card using just a couple stamps from the At Home With You stamp set. We'll be using this little bow and the Merry Christmas stamp. Along with that, we'll use a real red marker, a Boxwood Wreath, and some real red ink from the stamp pad, and just a ruler that you might have on hand. So what I've got here is a piece of 8.5 by 5.5 inch paper, the garden green cardstock. So I'm just going to fold that in half. Use my bone folder to help press the fold line. Then I will add, I have 2 pieces of Whisper White cut to 3 3/4 by 5. And for one of those, we're going to make the inside. I always say stamp first because our paper is double-sided. If you end up having a little stray mark or something and you want to turn it over, you can do that. So I'm just going to add the bow here for the inside and my Merry Christmas stamp. Trying to center that and keep it straight. Using the clear blocks really helps. And then I'm going to, with a ruler, add a little box around that as if it were hanging off a door. So there's 2 ends to the marker. This is the marker tip end. I want to use the more fine tip portion. And I can see here where my Merry Christmas is. And so I'm going to go from about 2 over to 3.5 to capture that. And I'll come down here and do the same. Try to line it up. 2 over to 3.5. Maybe just a smidge more, and then I will close those up. So now I have like a sign on a door that goes along with this stamp set. So for the front of the card, I am also going to use that Merry Christmas. I'm going to use one of the Boxwood Wreaths, and I'm going to open it up a little bit so it looks bigger. So these come kind of rolled up, and you can open them up. Kind of just straighten it out there so that it looks like a circle. And I'll just find a place to put it on the card. And I just approximate that while I figure out where to stamp. So I want my Merry Christmas about down here. And then I'm going to use some glue dots. And I think I'll get them from my leftover paper pumpkin ones. So right here, I'm going to put a couple to go up at the top. Hold that on. There's one. There's another one. Pull that off. And then I'll also want at least one down at the bottom. Kind of hold that together. So I just press that down, That's enough to keep that adhered to the card. Oh, since that's opening up a little bit, I'll add one more over there. You can figure out how much you need on your card. And I'll just use some snail adhesive to put that onto my mat. Probably should have done that before I put the Boxwood Wreath on. So my mat is 4 by 5 1/4 in real red. Then I'll put some snail on that mat. Put that on the garden green here. And on the inside, I'm going to add that. When I'm using a dark color cardstock for my base, I like to add a liner like this on the inside, and it just makes it an extra touch of nice finishing to have a contrasting color on the inside. So there's my inside. And for the top, I have some ribbon. So I've got some real red ribbon, and I'm just gonna make a little bow to put on the top. Kind of straighten that out there. So I'll just attach that there with one more glue dot. Let me snip these off here. Just like that. Another glue dot here. I can put that right on the back of the ribbon. Get it to stick on the wreath. Like that. Blah. Doesn't that look pretty? So the final touch I wanted to show you is a clear cellophane envelope, and when you put this in here, it just gives it a wow factor when you hand it to someone. Now this card with that lumpiness from the Boxwood Wreath, I would say this is either a hand-delivered card, or you probably would want a small padded envelope to mail it in if you're going to mail it. But wow, isn't that a nice little gift for someone, and so clean and simple looking with all that white background. Well, I hope you like this card at demidoodle.com. Please visit our website and see what we have to offer in terms of instructions, ideas, and shopping.